Following Friday's on-off saga in the local racing fraternity, action is set to resume at Caymanas Park in a matter of days, but under special conditions. Following the national ban on public gatherings to guard against the spread of the COVID-19 coronavirus in Jamaica, Supreme Ventures Racing and Entertainment Limited made attempts for racing to go ahead at Caymanas Park this weekend without spectators. However, the Jamaica Racing Commission said there was not enough time for all the necessary procedures and paperwork to be completed in order for this request to have been granted. The regulatory body has now given its approval for racing to resume at Caymanas Park without spectators next Tuesday, Saturday and Sunday. The 10 race programs which had been set for this Saturday and Sunday will now be contested next Tuesday and Saturday, while nominations will be accepted on Wednesday for the program next week Sunday, March 22. The special conditions under which the programs will be conducted means that only members of the occupational groups, including jockeys, trainers and grooms, as well as owners and race day operations officials and staff, will be allowed at the track. On Wednesday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said despite the ban on public gatherings, a sport like horse racing would not need a permit to operate in the present atmosphere. He added that it would be up to the promoting company and regulatory arm for such a sport to decide on suspension or postponement of activities. In the meantime, the Ministry of Sports has implemented a policy regarding the use and operations of some of the major sporting facilities in the island. This move is geared towards guarding against the spread of the COVID-19 coronavirus across Jamaica. The Disaster Preparedness Committee of the ministry met with representatives of various agencies on Friday, where a policy position was established.
We have established going forward what has to be done. We are closing those facilities that are used by the public. We're closing them to the public. The ministry and its agencies will continue to function, but we will not be receiving the public. So, for example, the Aquatic Center, the National Stadium, Trelawney Stadium, those facilities will now not be open to the public.
Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton has once again weighed in on the matter of public gatherings as it relates to sporting facilities.
Take racing out of it and just say public gathering generally. The truth of the matter is that there's a real risk in the virus spreading now that the virus is in Jamaica. And we are not the only country to impose some of these restrictions. And it really is a short-term inconvenience for a longer-term greater good. Everybody sort of are inconvenienced in the short term, but ultimately it works out for the best. What you don't want is to have this virus around 6-8 months and then you are off today and not off. It's best you take a little time off, try to break the back of it, and then we get back to normality. And that's the approach to all public gatherings.